What is happening, guys? Martin is back again. Let's get into it in respect of this particular subject. And if you like this type of video, again, please not forget to comment, like, and subscribe. You know, it does help and, you know, gives me some feedback as well. However, as many people have seen, and you probably see from the title, ultimately it's about no easy money, no quick money. There are ways to make quick money, but again, these probably come with consequences. However, specifically, I want to focus on what I've seen. Again, a lot of these videos I'm doing right about now is just what's going on day to day, how you as a guy or individual, bachelor, bachelorette, whatever it may be, find your way and navigate through this world that we're dealing with. So, Bitcoin rallying pretty much in a bull run is just going up, 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 up. If you didn't invest in Bitcoin back in the day, you know, made your money back in the day, you buy money, you make money when you buy, not when you sell. You know, if you bought at a low price and then it's gone to a certain height now, there was a dip, but it's gone to a certain height now, you know, you could potentially be making some profit, you could be making some money. However, the way the difference with crypto, and again, I'm just talking about the people I know and what I've come across and what people have told me, and obviously that of the actual stock market is the stock market is a bit more regulated, and at the same time it has a lot more mechanisms, you could say, in place to some extent to keep things. So again, you've got a little bit more stability. Things do happen, recessions happen, markets do crash, it's going to happen. It is kind of all of a gamble. But a lot of us are not seasoned stock traders. A lot of us don't necessarily know what's going on the day-to-day. And again, just looking at what's happening recently, there's a pump, which basically the stock, or you could say at least for Bitcoin, the price is going up. It's pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. So where I think it touched around 60,000 and it's gone even more than that, $60,000. You know, at some point that will go up and some point it will drop because people are selling off their stocks, selling off their crypto, whatever it may be. And as the more people that sell, the value then starts to go down. So it seems to be like it's kind of all is a gamble. And, you know, I'm not professing to even have any particular knowledge of this subject to that extent. I could say this is the indicator of this. This is when you get in everything else, because that's not what I do. And this definitely isn't financial advice. But one thing I want to say for people who don't know is be very cautious if you're going to put your money into these things, not fully understanding it. And at the same time, you potentially could put yourself or expose yourself financially. You know, I mean, you know, if you're going to invest in the stock market, there's a lot of guidance and information you can find out, ETFs and different types of investments and tools you can get into. It might sound like a little bit of gobbledygook, but you need to go and do your research and look into that. But when it comes to crypto, I think the problem is with crypto, Forex, things like that, people seem to have this sort of like buzz and flash about it, and you think it's new and innovative, and you think to yourself, this is something that's new and I need to get onto it. So if you put £100 in and you lost that £100, okay, fair enough. But if you're putting thousands of pounds in and then you lose that money, and a lot of people do lose their money, and a lot more people probably lose their money than people actually make money with these things, because a lot of people aren't, again, seasoned traders, seasoned investors, knowing fully what's going on. The people I know who've put thousands of pounds in, a lot of them have sold their money at a loss, or they've sold when the price decided to dip because they want to get something back to at least cover their losses at some point. So the thing I'm going to say is, again, it seems in this current day and age that we're in, things have changed so much. You know, back in the day when, again, you can see the picture from, you know, Wall Street and everything else like that. Back in the day, the regulations that they have in place is not the same as it got today. And each step of the way now, there's a lot more scrutiny in some things. But crypto specifically, you could say it's a new, innovative way of being in the type of, you could say, a market to some extent. But again, it's not regulated in the same way. So you really do need to do your research. So guys, I don't know if you're in this before, or ladies even, I don't know if you're involved in this, if you got some crypto or not, leave your comments down below. You know, I'm not necessarily even saying, and again, it's not financial advice, but I'm not necessarily saying don't necessarily, you know, look into these things, but you definitely need to do your research. Be very cautious right about now. There'll be someone telling you probably at work. I know people at work, yeah, I put this amount in and I got this amount back. Okay, that's fine. But, you know, there are certain people who have the understanding of these particular sectors, understanding of what they're actually investing in. And a lot of us don't. You know, Joe Bloggs in the street doesn't necessarily understand these things. He just says, well, everyone's doing it, so I may do it. Joe Bloggs loses his money and there's no one to blame about it. So just bear that in mind. And I think you've got to bear in mind as well, you'll hear loads of stories of people who had one particular incident, something happened and they made some money from it. But, you know, these are sometimes black swan events. So the situation with GameStop, even that, from my understanding of it, that was a very unique set of circumstances. One individual was able to get onto it. And again, there's even a movie about it called Dumb Money. And I would highly recommend, if you've not seen that film before, I watched that on Amazon. I think it was like £2 to rent it. Honestly, like seriously, if you want to get into stocks and shares and different things going on, just understand how things work and how hedge funds can manipulate stock market prices and everything else like that. And again, in that particular set of circumstances, they were betting against GameStop for the stock to drop. This is my understanding of it. I could be wrong. You let me know. For the stock to drop, and these, you know, these people who in what's it called, Wall Street Bets, particular group that was watching it, or a particular individual, and then that sort of spurred off other people getting involved via the Robinhood app. They were watching this information and they were like, actually, no, we're going to try and bet against that, or we're going to put our stock money into it. So the stock price keeps rising while this other company was betting that the stock would actually drop. And ultimately, you know, that led to what it led to. So definitely a movie to go and check out. I'm learning so much about this in the stock game and everything else like that. But it's very interesting to me. But again, there's going to be no easy money. Don't try and just put your money into something that's going to just work for you. And if it happens, even if you get involved in property, even get involved in some type of investments, you still have to actively do something. It's not just going to be given to you. No one's going to do that. Even if you're selling something. Yeah. Anyway, guys, so that is my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below. Again, it just seems to be something that's just going on. So many people talking to me about crypto and Bitcoin, everything else like that, and Ethereum. It's interesting stuff. But again, it's not financial advice, just my opinion, just my thoughts. Leave your comments down below. Is there quick money? Is it possible? Or is it possible or is it not? Peace.